What? £190 and this is what's happening.
Perfect.
Hello broskies and welcome back to another edition of Buy or Buy. And if you're new here, I'm Erkin, and of course this is the life of a broski, where as always I bring you sneakers, a lifestyle, a more waffle than Captain Birdseye. And broskies, on today's episode I am reviewing the Nike Air VAPORMAX 2020. Now broskies, there is so much to talk about with this sneaker. And initially I wasn't even going to cop a pair just because I was trying to hold out for a darker and in my opinion a better colorway. But I couldn't help myself, I did it for the culture, I did it for you. And when I first unboxed these bad boys, I was a lot more impressed than I thought I would have been. And broskies, if you are struggling to cop a pair, I will be leaving some affiliate links down below in the description box, so check them out. So of course, this Nike Air VAPORMAX 2020 FlyKnit is the latest addition to the VAPORMAX line. Now there have been numerous changes to the VAPORMAX sneaker since its first release. And I'm going to dive deep into this sneaker to see if it is worth that hefty £190 price tag. Now, not only with the colorway, but the silhouette in general, it does stand out from every other VAPORMAX out there. And of course, starting straight away with that laceless design, and it is replaced with that FlyEase technology. Now the reason I am a big fan of the FlyEase technology is because it is generally designed for people with disabilities or impairments that can't always lace their sneakers. So I think that is a very nice and sweet touch by Nike. I think for me, the best FlyEase implementation that I have seen is on that Air Max 90 FlyEase. I didn't like the shape of the silhouette, but that much improved accessibility to the sneaker. All you had to do is lace them up once and you can put your feet in and out with no problem. So I'm curious to see on how these hold up compared to that. Around the back on that heel counter, there is that pull tab with the word lock on it. Now of course it's pretty self-explanatory, you just pull that until you're happy with the tightness. And how you release it is that pull tab on that tongue, where the words release are stitched in. You just pull it towards you and you hear a click, and that is to let you know they have been loosened up. Now broskies, I'll admit, I'm a bit worried about this FlyEase implementation. Not only does it have that string-like design, but I just wonder how well these will hold up over time. That plastic on that FlyEase tab gives me no confidence when it comes to the durability. Now when it comes to the fit, I've got to say they're not as tight as I want them to be. That's what he said. Oi! It just doesn't have that secured feeling compared to laces. So I've got to say, compared to the Air Max 90 FlyEase, these just fall short a little bit. Now according to Nike, they are trying to go through the sustainable and zero carbon footprint route. There are a lot of recycled materials on this sneaker, and it's very evident on that midsole and of course the upper. Now according to the numbers by Nike, this whole sneaker is made from at least 50% recycled content by weight. And that new air sole is made from at least 75% recycled TPU. Now it is very evident that the midsole on this air unit has changed up a little bit. It's not as high as your conventional VAPORMAX, but where it's improved is the overall stability on foot and the distribution when it comes to the weight. For me personally, when I do wear a VAPORMAX sneaker, it's a very unstable feeling. I just feel the air unit on those sneakers, they don't distribute your weight evenly on the sneaker. So it's a very wobbly feeling. But overall, on the midsole and the outsole, it has that redesign to help with those problems. Now, if you've been watching this channel long enough, you know how much of a fan I am when it comes to the FlyKnit uppers. And nothing changes when it comes to this sneaker. Even though the upper is still recycled polyester, it doesn't sacrifice the feeling on foot and that breathability. Of course, on this particular colorway, there is a mixture of different colors with that knitted-like effect all over. Now, what's really cool to see, if you look very carefully, there are different colors from your left compared to your right foot. And of course, on the lateral side of this sneaker, we have that big Nike swoosh stitched in. Now, going towards the back at that heel counter, we of course have that recycled TPU design, which of course does help keep this sneaker in shape and add support for your ankle. I do like this design at the back when it comes to the colors used. It's got that sort of marble look and feel. And of course, as most FlyKnit VAPORMAXes, we've got that sock-like feature on the collar. And at the back, you have that cupped-like feature, which does help with keeping your Achilles heel in place. And going to the insole, it is actually removable. And it has this sort of neon green-like effect. Some people like to wear sneakers without the insole. Me, I have to wear an insole. I don't know why, it's just one of the things I have to do. But this is removable, so if you're one of those people that just want to wear it without it, or if you just want to add your own insoles, you can do that too. So there are so many different recycled materials on this sneaker, and it is very evident with the box as well. They don't even give you paper inside the box. You literally just get the sneakers and the box itself. But I have to commend Nike to the direction that they're going in. This zero carbon footprint and sustainability model is amazing. If they can keep that up and improve on it, then I'm all for it. So the on-foot feel, does it feel any different compared to the normal VAPORMAX? And I've got to say yes. The lower height on that airsole is very noticeable, and that evenly distributed airsole does help a lot to that on-foot feel and stability. Now, of course, with most VAPORMAXes, including this one, you don't get to maximize the comfort on foot until you have wore these in. So give it a couple weeks wearing these and you will feel the difference. Your feet do embed, so the comfortability increases over time. So when it comes to the sizing of this sneaker, for me personally, they were true to size. Even though they do have the FlyEase system, they were still very nice on foot for me. These were a size 9 UK, and that is what I am normally. However, when it comes to tightening these bad boys, like I've mentioned, they're not as tight as I wanted them to be. But they were still very secure. They never felt like they were going to come off. It's just that adjustment, that slight bit of adjustment when it comes to lacing or straps on a sneaker. This just didn't have it. Maybe it's something you have to get used to over time, but when you've been wearing laces for decades and decades, it's pretty hard to reverse engineer it. So when it comes to the comfort with this sneaker, it does have that added arch support on this midsole, and it's very noticeable. Now, comparing it to all the other Air Maxes out there, of course, the likes of the Air Max 90, the 720, the Air Max 1, the list could go on. But this is just me judging these straight away out of the box. Over time is the real deal breaker. But comfort, I'm gonna give a 7.5. It's not the worst by any means, but straight out the box, it's very hard to get used to, and that's just my first impressions with that score. But like I've said, over time, that score could improve. Now, even though that Nike have changed the FlyKnit material on this sneaker, it doesn't make a difference when it comes to breathability. Just like Chris, these are as breezy as ever. So for summer, these are a winner chicken dinner, a solid 9.5. So Broski's, does this sneaker justify that hefty price tag? And are these a buy or a buy? Now, for £190, these are one of the most expensive Air Maxes on the market. But already I can see on this sneaker, oh my days, what is going on, bro? I know the material is recycled, but bro, what? £190 and this is what's happening. Look, hold on. Can you see? It's coming off. Oh no. Oh no. It's, oh, bro. These really are trash. These really are trash. Yep. I've made my mind up. But in all seriousness, broskies, I love the way that Nike are going in terms of their sustainability model. But overall, this VAPORMAX and FLYKNIT collaboration alongside that FlyEase technology, I've just got to say, this ain't it, chief. This isn't it. I just don't have that feeling, that warm fuzzy feeling. An Air Max 90, a 720, a 95, a 98. What those Air Maxes give me, I just don't get it. I just don't have it. And most VAPORMAXes, I don't have that feeling towards either. The only one that has come close is the VAPORMAX 360. The panels on that sneaker just did so much for me. But the on-foot feel, I just wasn't a fan anyways. Overall comfort, a lot better. The breathability on this sneaker, a lot better. Durability is where I feel this is gonna fall short. You've already seen the materials on the midsole falling off. But where I'm very concerned is that FlyEase technology. The plastic tab and that string design just doesn't give me much confidence. So broskies, I'm indeed gonna have to give these a buy. Maybe the second round of colorways may change my opinions, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Anyways, broskies, that's just my opinion. If you feel differently, leave it down below in the comments. Are you a fan of this new VAPORMAX edition? Do you prefer the older VAPORMAXes? Or do you prefer a total different Air Max? Leave your comments down below, and of course, I will be pinning the best one. Anyways, broskies, that's enough from me. As always, don't forget to subscribe, like, comment, share, and of course, until the next episode, take care.